Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is have an unboxing of a watch I got. It was this strange kind of purchase that I made. It was actually unintended. A friend of mine and I had been looking at this watch for quite a while now, and the price was too high, and so we put in a low ball here and a low ball there, and no luck. So I don't know. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Of course, I got it. Now the low ball was about right around $1,500 under what they were asking for. So it was not a bad buy. So anyway, so let's take a look at it. I got it from eBay, and the thing about eBay, it goes to an authenticator, and they have a special box from the authenticator, and this box is so easy to open. I really like it rather than fighting a big bag and then fighting all these bunch of boxes and everything. They have a thing right here on the back. They just zip it off. I've already done that. I got to be honest with you. I couldn't have waited until I had this to open it, but anyway, I thought it'd be sort of fun to have that. Okay, so let's go here. Now, oops. Now, the first thing that you see in one of these boxes, this is the box you get from eBay that comes from the authenticator, and there are a bunch of cards in here, and the most important one is this one. This has the authentication information on it, and this is really nice because most watches, or at least a lot of them, have neither the original box nor the documentation. So this little card provides that this has been authenticated, so that's worth something. The other cards they have in here are, there's that. And then this one says, you have a luxury handbag to sell on. As a matter of fact, I do. No, I don't. Okie doke. Now here, let me pull out this box that's in the box. This is a great thing in terms of packaging. It's really fantastic. And so here's the box, and in the box is the watch. Whoops, it went down. So let's take a close look at this watch. The watch is a Van Cleef & Arpels calendar watch. It's got a special calendar. In fact, it's got a couple calendars. It's got a hand calendar on the front, and then on the back it's got something like about a 100-year calendar, something like that. I'll show it to you in a bit. Let's take a look. Okay, now that we've seen the watch that was unboxed, I'd like to take a look at it. It's a very interesting watch. This was made about around 2000 with two other watches by Van Cleef & Arpels. They have this one, the dual time. They had an alarm watch, and they had a chronograph watch. They only made 49 copies of the chronograph watch, but I couldn't find how many of these they made. They didn't make a whole lot, so it's nice to find one. Now this one, the official name is Van Cleef & Arpels Monsieur Arpels Dual Time. And first of all, up here is the power reserve indicator. You can see it a little clearer there. It looks like a fan, and it goes from about 12 all the way down to almost 9 o'clock. But it has an unusual shape to it. I'm not sure why they have that big fan, but I guess they decided that somehow gave a better view of what was going on. The right here, this crown, I'm going to talk about it later. This is for changing the calendar on the back. This is a generational calendar, and I'll explain what that is in a bit. Here they have the hand date, and it's just a date. This one is showing the date today, the 15th. And the bottom at 6 o'clock is the second time zone. And with that, you can set it up so that no matter how you reset the current time and hour where you are, the second time zone will always follow. So right now I have it set to Geneva time. Anyway, so that's what the dial looks like. And looking a little closer, at the side, it's sort of interesting. They have the calendar setting crown, as you can see, and then they have this little window. I'm not sure. Since the back is solid, maybe they figured, well, we have to have a view of something of the movement. Well, you can see the movements there, but you can't see much else on it. But yeah, it's one of the characteristics. Now, this is on the other side here, on the 3 o'clock side, the winding side. You have the time setting crown, but up here, you can see it better. You have the hand calendar setting rocker, and I had a double of a time setting the hand date until I realized that you stroke it like that, and then pushed it down, and so it has the sense of a rocker to it. But you can set the external date, the second time zone, without a lot of problems. Now, the movement in it, this was something else. This is a very interesting movement. There was caliber 939. And I took a look at where I usually go find what a number is, and they had a lot of different auxiliary numbers, I'll call them. They had 939A and 939 dash this, that, and the other thing. And I just wanted to find a flat-out 939 from Jaeger-LeCoultre. Well, this is what's in this watch, is the 939, and I found out that they're still using it. It's on the Master Control Geographic, and as you can see there, this is a Jaeger-LeCoultre movement, and it's got a lot of function. It has the hour, the minute, the seconds, the power reserve indicator, and then the second time zone. On the new ones, they also added a disc. Now, that's not to the basic movement, but they added another disc so that at the bottom here, and this is on Jaeger-LeCoultre, there's a little window here, and so when you set the second time zone, you can also see what city it's related to. So, but that's not on this one, but it's just essentially the same movement, but just without that disc, I guess you could say. Also, too, the newer one on the Master Control Geographic also has a little day-night for the second time zone. It also is $15,500. You can find these for a little better price, I think, than that. It's 4 hertz, and this one has 40-hour reserve. The newer ones, they've jacked it up to 70-hour reserve. So anyway, it's got a really excellent movement in it. Okay, this last thing I want to talk about is the generational calendar. I've never seen a watch with a generational calendar, and I'm not quite sure why they call it a generational calendar. It lasts for 88 years. I guess that would be their idea of a generation. The dates that it's accurate for is from 2004, which is 4 years after they first introduced it, to 2092. So it's good for 88 years. And this is where the calendar crown comes in. Now, what they have on the back is that the way I found it to work is that, first of all, I found the day of the week on this bottom window down here, and I found Friday, and then I found the one that had the 15th on it, and so you turn the thing until you find a Friday that has the 15th, or actually move that over until you see a 15 in that array that they have. Now at the top, then you have to find the year, and 2025, it just has a 25, and then the month, then you just go down in August, and that's worked out just fine. It's the 15th of 2025 of August today, so that's sort of it's a very interesting watch. I don't think I and most people won't be using this calendar to figure out what day of the week it is or where they're going, but they might. There might be a use for it. It's just an interesting, a very interesting horological piece. Anyway, love to hear what you think of it. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Outside, the art and science of watch collection. And as always, if you like, you can subscribe. Take care.